Super Accelerator. I'm John, and this is the Luxeed S7. It is a sedan that is co-developed between Chery and Huawei. Huawei does the old smart thing, the autonomous driving, the system and all that, and Chery developed the car. Now, a lot of you has asked me, is there any Chinese car that is more sporty? Because most Chinese EVs that you see, we mostly promote the function of being very smart, autonomous driving, and very comfortable and stuff like that. But when it comes to sportiness, we don't really talk much about it. But this, I think, is an exception, because except all the Huawei, the autonomous driving, all of that, this car is very good to drive. So today, I'm gonna conduct a series of tests for you guys. First of all, charging. Now, I already plugged this car into the fastest charger that I can find in Beijing here, which is 720 kilowatts. I already set up a camera in there so we can see the time in real time. So yeah, we'll see the results. The official fast charging time from 30% to 80% for this car is 0.25 hours, which is 15 minutes. But I started at 24%, going all the way to 80%. As you can see from the clock on the dashboard, my total charging time is 23 minutes. And for those of you who are wondering, this car is the 2025 Ultra 4-wheel drive sports version, and the range is 703 kilometers, an 800-volt architecture. And also, I want to talk to you about the pricing as well. I charged for 56.08 kilowatt hours, and it cost me 98.14 renminbi, which is almost 13.9 US dollars. It is not very, very cheap, but like I said, this is the one and only fastest Huawei charging pole in Beijing right now. So it's fair. It is way faster than I anticipated. So I'd say it's worth the money. Now I'm going to a mountain and try out the performance of this car. This is a bi-turbo 4-wheel drive monster. It's got 496 horsepower and I believe 673 newton meters of torque. And I'm really, really looking forward to drive this EV in the mountains. So let's go. But before we do that, we still have some city roads and freeway and highway and ring roads to drive. So I say this is the perfect place and scenario for me to test out the autonomous driving of this car. The Luxeed S7 has 12 ultrasonic radars, 11 cameras, 3 millimeter wave radars, and 1 LiDAR. And for this part of the test, I'm going to drive for an hour and 10 minutes on different roads, like I said before. And I'm going to turn on the Huawei ADS, Advanced Driving System 3.0, and I'm going to see just how many times do I have to manually take over the car. And the answer is only once. The only time I have to take over the car, it was because the car is going through a toll station. But even then, it doesn't mean the car is not capable of that. It's just the media test drive car system wasn't up to date. The latest 3.3 system is already capable of automatically driving through toll stations, but it is capable of automatic U-turns. How impressive is that? Now we are officially in the mountain roads, and I have turned my drive mode into sports. And actually there are 5 different drive modes, which is Eco, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and DIY. And the difference between Sport and Sport Plus, as I can see right now, it is the difference between the suspension height. The Sport Plus allows you to go the lowest on the suspension height, and the Sport is only low. And talking about the air suspension, I really do have to give credit to the air suspension on this Luxeed S7, because as you may know, there are a lot of Chinese EVs are starting to use air suspensions on their cars. And when you drive enough of them, you'll start to realize the difference between the quality itself and the tuning. Now, there are a lot of Chinese EVs, like I said at the beginning of the show, are comfort-oriented, are for family. So it is reasonable for them to tune their air suspension into a very soft mode. They're meant to make the entire car feel comfortable. soft, and less road feedback, the better, right? But when you're driving a sport-oriented sedan, you want to feel the feedback, and you definitely do not want to feel car sick with air suspension. And that seems to always be the case. When the car is equipped with air suspension, especially the backseat passenger are always complaining about a little bit of car sick. But with this Luxeed S7, I feel none of that. This car, well, it's an EV, it's got 2 electric motors, so it is not light. But when you're in the corner, you don't feel like it is a very heavy EV car. That's amazing. I don't know how it does that, but it feels like just like a regular performance car with all-wheel drive system. 90-degree corner. Just like that. No sliding in the rear, even though I can feel it's a tail-happy car, but with the all-wheel drive, it just gripped onto the floor. Okay, U-turn. Nice. Feel that? I'm actually in the Sport Plus mode right now, which allows me to lower my air suspension to the lowest possible, and the grip, just so easy. See, I'm even pushing down on the pedal. I'm giving it power while I'm in the corner, and still there's no sliding. It just gripped like a magnet. That was some Lotus level cornering right there. When I'm down with the mountain roads, I'm going to find a empty street, and we're going to test the 0 to 100 kilometer acceleration time of this car. Now, the official number is 3.3 seconds, but the test I'm going to do is going to be low battery scenario. When we go back to the city, I presume it's going to be 30 something left. And I'm going to test 0 to 100 kilometer acceleration time under that circumstances and see if my number can get even close to 4 seconds. As long as it is within 4 seconds, I'm going to be very happy. Right now, our battery is at 33%, so not at full power, obviously. And when it usually comes to EVs, when you are at low battery, you wouldn't have the full performance. Now let's see about this car now, shall we? The testing conditions are as follows. This footage shows my battery at 34%, but then it immediately dropped to 33% because I had AC on fan speed 6 and seat ventilation is also on, and I'm not going to turn it down during the test. Outside temperature is 35 degrees Celsius or 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Drive mode is Sport Plus and suspension is at the lowest. Now I'm using this phone app, not the most accurate device, but it'll do the trick, I believe. Brakes all the way down. 3, 2, 1, go. Still got a lot of kick. 3.931 seconds. Yeah, so it is under 4 seconds, just like I assumed. So, there's that. There's still a lot left to say about this car. The design, the interior quality, the Huawei sound system, the space, the ride quality, but I have only little time with it. Let me know down in the comments below what else would you like to know, and I'll see if I can lend the car out again. That's a wrap.